Thank you for calling Toys R Us.
What's going on? What's going on, Shane?
What's going on, guys?
Not
How's it
much.
going,
Woo!
man?
I'm just super excited. I've been listening to your guys' music for like the last 3 hours. So,
It
We
never gets old. Dubs is good.
You can thank Dubs for that. That's definitely his forte.
were you fist pumping to the music, Shane?
Oh my god.
yeah, I was dancing. I was gonna play DDR. I was so excited, but I decided not to.
I don't think anybody's played DDR since 1964.
I was gonna
Doctor.
pull out my DJ Hero, but I actually have real turntables, so I used
And a
those.
microphone, two turntables, and a microphone.
DJ Dubs in his house. But what's going on, Shane? Do you want to? First of all, what are you playing these days?
What am I playing? I could tell you guys, but then I would probably have to kill you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, since I know that there's only going to be a couple 100,000 people that are going to listen to this interview, I'll go ahead and say if there was like going to be like over 350,000, then I probably couldn't say. But
Oh, okay.
I'm actually playing Cataclysm. That's the new World of Warcraft expansion pack. That's not even got a release date on right now. But
Dude,
I've
I'm
been playing a lot of
jealous.
that because I've got some pretty good people over at Blizzard that hooked me up with the alpha. So that's what I'm actually playing. So.
All right, be honest. Is it worth the wait, and is everybody gonna like wet themselves when this thing comes out?
It is absolutely worth the wait, and I think that they are going to like it, if only just to be able to fly your mounts all over the place. I mean, just that alone, flying a
Is worth
mount in
it.
Stormwind is
Uh-huh.
amazing.
Nice.
It just sucks because there's nobody on this thing. I mean, it's literally an alpha. It's not even like a beta, so it's kind of yeah, just flying your mount, it's sitting up on rooftops in Stormwind is definitely kind of cool. But yeah, it's cool. I think it's worth the money regardless.
All right. Well, obviously you have the WoW fans that are gonna buy it, no matter if it was the worst game created, which we know it's not going to be or not. So,
Mhm.
but I guess for people that are just coming into WoW, who there's, believe it or not, there's still people that don't even know what WoW is out there.
I don't know what WoW is. What is that?
Shut up,
Yeah,
Joe. You
well,
know, you
we
know what it
actually
is.
we actually know who those three people are, and we're actually going to kill them by this week, so that'll be fun.
Uh,
But no, if you're just getting into WoW, I don't play it a whole lot. Like I said, I've got a lifetime membership to WoW, so it's like I don't even pay to play. So, but if I had to pay to play, I probably wouldn't play as much as I do.
okay.
But if you're just getting into it, I mean, there's what, three expansion packs or two out there now, and the third one's coming out. So,
Yeah.
I would say just start with the basics, go from there. If you like it, keep going. There's no reason to get all. I mean, here's an interesting concept though. This is what I'm kind of wondering. So let's say that you start playing WoW right now, okay, and you go out and you get your first game, right, $20 or whatever. Now, if the new Cataclysm allows you to fly your mount everywhere, does that mean you're still going to be able to see people flying their mount, or what? Like that's just kind of confusing because also they've completely changed Stormwind and they've completely changed a lot of the areas because of this whole Cataclysm storyline, which I won't tell you guys because I don't want to ruin it for anybody.
Hmm.
But they changed a lot of stuff. So like there's things are just placed differently and whatever. So how is that going to work? Like I don't know. Like for people, I guess this is going to be a big patch. I guess to update everybody's, huh?
Hmm. I'm pretty much dumb to WoW. Like only Crazy White Boy is the one into WoW. I kind of got into WoW, and then I get out of WoW, and then I go back into WoW.
I, I
Right.
I love playing the game because, to be honest with you, it's probably one of the most well-rounded MMORPGs out there. But it like someone said before, it's crack for gamers, and you really need to limit yourself on how much you play. Otherwise, it just can.
It
I
is
almost,
crack.
to be honest with you, I honestly almost lost my relationship because of World of Warcraft.
Right, right.
I
No,
remember
it'll
that.
happen. I mean, trust me, it'll happen. I'm not a big WoW plan or a WoW player. I just kind of wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up that that's what I'm playing. So, if you guys have any questions that I can, I guess maybe answer in a kind of a sneaky way, I can. But I just like to play WoW. I've got a few friends, all over the world that I play with. So it's just I wouldn't play it if I didn't have friends to play with. You know what I mean? So.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That definitely makes it much better.
All right, so
I have never once played WoW.
Really?
That's
Mhm.
I see that I don't believe.
It's true. I mean, I've
'Cause
done other
you would
MMOs, but
honestly, Kage, you would honestly think WoW is one of the greatest things ever created.
I know that's probably why I haven't played it because I
True.
will be in my room every day, 24
Yeah.
hours playing it.
what is that? The sun? I didn't know that was out there.
My God.
All right,
Air?
all right. Let's get into the nitty gritty of this interview.
The nitty gritty.
Yes,
Is this where all the hard questions come in that I'm gonna have to say no comment on everything?
maybe.
That's probably about correct.
No comment. No comment. No
No
comment.
comment.
Okay,
No
thank you. All right. First question is, tell us the history about yourself and also how UFragTV came together.
All right. Well, it all started when I was just a little sperm egg. And no, I'm supposing you guys don't want me to go that far back. Okay, so basically, how this all kind of came about is it's actually kind of a cool story, and you guys are doing, your radio show, which kind of I was listening to you guys getting ready for your pre-show, and it kind of brings back a lot of memories on that. So this all started back when I would do a ladder site. I created a ladder site. I wanted to just have like a small community of different clans that I was, friends with and things like that, where we could compete against each other. Not really anything large or big, just kind of just to have fun. And so I created a website called Live Assault, and it was really cool. It was a great ladder site. People had a lot of fun. Well, one of the things that I did during that time is that I said, how cool would it be if we had our own radio show, right? An actual radio show where people can tune in and we had DJs, playing music and whatever. Or you could also, we could give the scores of everybody who's competing on the website, right? So that's exactly what I did. I would definitely we created a we created the website, we created the radio station, and we were shoutcasting. So which means I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it was basically where you could shoutcast it like someone would dial in with their their player, like they had I forgot Winamp or something like that. And they can just type in a URL and they would listen to the music. So it was really cool. And so when we were rebuilding that website, some of the things like we wanted to do is improve on everything. I'm a big fan of just like improving, like taking out old technology and replacing it with new technology. Because it's the internet. It's you got to stay ahead of everything. So I during the revamp of Live Assault, I said, how could we take the radio station, because everybody really liked the radio station. How could we take the radio station and make it even better? How can we improve on the radio station? Well, obviously, the best way to improve on a radio station is turn it into television, right? And add video. So we started coming up with a concept of doing a television show where we would sit. The idea, in theory, was that we would take, and just set up a camera, maybe do a green screen. We had some technology that allowed us to do that, and do a virtual show, just myself and a friend of mine, in front of this. So that was the whole concept behind everything. We created a television show. Well, then as this idea started growing, it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And we started thinking about just shutting down the ladder site and creating a website called LagTV, which stood actually for Live Assault Gaming Television, which was the original name of the original website. So we called it LagTV, and I was in my house in Knoxville, Tennessee, and in my garage we built studio sets. We had 2 sets in a green screen area in my garage. We had high definition cameras. We had broadcasters. We would pull people in on Skype calls, and we did shows every night, except on Sundays, out of my garage. And these were, pretty well produced shows. I mean, we had really great show hosts. We had executive producers that would come in and put everything together. And so then it got to the point where, this thing could have some legs if we could get in an area where, we could get it marketed a little bit better. So I made the conscious decision to move out to Los Angeles, and I moved out to Los Angeles from Knoxville, and I set up a studio out here in Burbank, and we started doing UFragTV or Lag TV out here. Then, as we were doing Lag TV out here, some of the things that I noticed, because we were broadcasting at the time on Ustream. I know the owners of Ustream, and they asked me to bring the show over to Ustream, and so we decided to take the show over there, and they were going to do some, put us on the front page and do the promotionings and everything else. And well, what ended up happening is every time a litter of puppies was born. Or every time somebody, some political party was broadcasting, everything got pushed back, and those kind of people went up to the front page. And it was during that time that I said, it's really kind of sad that gamers, as big as the gaming industry is, that we don't have our own broadcasting site